That's what I am. One with the violence. Ka-ching.
I have failed you. I have failed you. For all this time, I have talked about the modern day gaming industry and its belligerent budget cutting issues. But then just the other day, I realized I haven't even shown you what we are all fighting for. The Twin Peaks, the double...
I'm sorry, can we go back to the Twin Peaks? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know what's sad? If they would have made Bayonetta like right now, she would have a much wider jawline and she would be flat as fuck. And also she would be like covered up with some like safety whatever t-shirt or whatnot. Do you remember when they nerfed Tifa's boobs? I'm still not over it.
The double domes, the watermelons, and the fat stones.
The watermelons.
None other than the quintessential budget-fullest game of all time, Bayonetta. Bayonetta is a game that reminds me of why I even got roped into playing.
I really like the camera movement. I have never played this game, but it looks good.
Video games as a hobby over a decade ago.
Oh my
Harkening
God.
back to that time where it was all about cocaine and passion instead of disdain and stashing away millions of dollars on the same formulas over and over and over again while hating the customer more than they do their own parents. Not only does it wow with its massive budgets and our fantastic payload, but the camera work is absolutely
Oh gee, I wonder why he likes the camera work. I just can't quite put my finger on it because it seems like someone already put their finger on it. Whose finger is that and why is it not mine?
stunning. Christopher Nolan level
Why?
cinematography right here. I mean, god damn, that is a nice zoom. Holy shit. I mean, that's gotta be a Sony FEPZ 16 to 35mm f4G because I can see the whole ass frame. Sega let them cook and they simmered up a meal so perfect.
Oh my god! Wait. In no way. What's the story? What's the gameplay? What do you have to do? Yeah, what happened here? How did this happen? And why is it so amazing? Yeah, does it matter? No, you're right.
Up a meal so perfect it would make Gordon Ramsay batch out a special splooge of Zaki sauce. It's one giant drug trip where the developer threw every last gameplay feature they could at the wall and it all stuck. The only sad part is that I've beaten it so many times that I should probably stop for my health and all. But then I think
He beat the game, right? He meant the game. That he was beating it over and over and over again and he just needs to sleep because he beat the game so hard. Right? Right?
someone has to find mankind's limits.
Right?
Why not me? Now, without further ado, happy mommies. Fuck! Mother's Day, pimps. Now, let's get into this budget-packed
Mommy,
masterclass.
oh my god, she's so flexible. Jesus Christ.
An action-packed ass blast.
Her clothes is her hair? Huh?
Starting with the whole reason we're here, the only reason I even kept attempting to play this game as a young man, Bayonetta. Hot damn!
Is it bad that I want her to have short hair then? Because then less hair, less clothes? Question mark?
Damn! Hot diggity damn even! This, you modern day AAA
Damn.
fucking fairies, is all I asked for. And before you say it, I know what I've said about the Brits in the past, but Bayonetta is one of the good ones. She's my #1 gilf, my top witch. She has budgets like a goddamn modern day Marvel movie, except unlike a modern day Marvel movie, she never disappoints. I'm telling
I apologize. My goodness. In this economy? my goodness. Oh. I'm blushing.
points. I'm telling you now, I have plans that I cannot share with you right now because the haters will sabotage
Not the blender.
me. I have plans that I cannot share with you right now because the haters will sabotage me. So let's just move on. And now I'll throw it over to JFJ for a detailed story breakdown while I collect myself. All right, JFJ, take it away.
I want to fuck the shit out of Bayonetta.
Is that all you?
I want to fuck the shit out of Bayonetta!
Based. Don't we all? Don't we all, my man? Don't we all? Amen! But did he stutter? Stop staring at him. Did he stutter? I don't think so. This is a man with plans. He knows what he wants.
Thanks, JFJ, for the astute analysis. Couldn't have said it better myself. Now let's move on to the gameplay. The gameplay of Bayonetta is like driving a Mustang with no brakes. The only moment of reprieve you'll get is when you crash into the afterlife at 100 miles per hour. And when given a second chance by the good Lord himself, all you can think about doing is hopping right back into the driver's seat. Think of this game's combat a bit like God of War if you were rock hard the entire time, or Devil May Cry without the lawn chair. It's faster than a fat kid running towards a buffet, but at the
You can't say that. But that means it's very fast, right? That sounds amazing.
same time, it's a balancing act between speed and using the Olive Garden assortment of combos in order to maximize your good boy points. But what I love most about the combat is that it isn't made for everyone, and it never tries to be. From the dozens of combos you have to practice live fire, to the immediate attacks after cutscenes end, to the second phases of button mashing QTEs, to the fact that if you run
Okay, but can you play this game with one hand? Because I feel like that's probably the hardest part of this game, that you actually have to be able to do it with one hand only.
this game
Yes, seems like we have some experienced players within our mess.
on a modern day M2 SSD, you never get to practice any of the moves during the loading screens because they last about as long as any man in the presence of Bayonetta. The bullet hell ship section alone is gonna kill 80% of the people over 50 years old because of how much fucking spinning you have to do to dodge the peppering of green M&Ms getting lobbed at your head. It's one big bukkake of action that's coming hard and coming fast, and you can learn either how to take it or how to beat it.
Nice.
That's the world, son. It's just the way it is.
Nice.
But when you do nail that flow and you do begin to assimilate with the game, there's this wormhole of time that you go into. This place between heaven and hell where time both expands and disappears, and all there is right here, right now. You, me, 2 handguns, 2 shotguns, and that ugly prick over there. It's paradise. Till perdition. Then you get jolted on back into reality due to a random QuickTime event because you thought you could scratch your nuts during the cutscene.
Bro, that's so bad. Yeah, like, you know, you have like itchy nuts, vagina, nose, whatever, and you're just like, oh yeah, it's cutscene. I will have like 30 seconds before they transition back to the fight. And it's like, nope. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you miss that?
No.
Too
This is a
bad.
game from 2009.
Oh, that explains why it was so based. 2009? Ugh.
The second worst era for mankind's thumbs, only behind when M1 Garands were standard military
So
issue.
bad.
So quit complaining and nut up. Remember, it's all in the wrist, baby. And that leads me to my next point. My God, these bosses had me teetering on the edge more than the fan service cutscenes. And you would think the giant titans would be the hardest ones to fight, and you would be fucking wrong, you moron. It's the human-sized demon people that fucking whiz all around the arena, piecing me up, that drive me up the wall. Like this guy right here, for example. Spoiler alert, by the way. This guy right here spams the same move over and over and over again, like I'm fighting my 8-year-old self in a match of Street Fighter, fending off the rapid-fire shin kick. Then you have 2 girls, 1 missile over here, lobbing this hunk of metal back and forth, driving my...
Okay, but can we appreciate, like, I know it's not a cutscene, but it is still respectable that these are the angles that you're just getting out of nowhere. Like, how are you supposed to be focusing on what really matters when your character shows up like this and you're just like
Fourth, driving my blood pressure so high I can feel my 3rd stroke coming on. But hear me now, and hear me good, because I'm gonna give you some advice from the streets. Calm yourself. Take concentrated thrusts towards your enemy, and remember that it's not about rapid-fire bunny rabbit actions. It's about well-timed, deep dodges that throw you into that bullet time so that you can follow it up by hitting them right in the magic C spot. And listen here now, alright? The first time you fight a boss, you're gonna be all full of piss and vinegar, but I want you to keep in mind that first time's always the fastest loss. I mean, it just...
Why vinegar though? Why is there vinegar in me? Is that the new level of salt?
blows by like that. So when it happens to you, just forget about it. The player rarely ever climaxes the boss on that.
Bro, is this like Dark Souls but with like boobs and ass into your face? And it's just like, it will bang you and pound you over and over again.
First try, but you know what the player can do? He can keep trying, alright? Come back for round 2, for round 3, for round 4. You don't stop until you get that job done. Just make sure you're recharged between tries.
Wait, was that a girl? I'm sorry. That ass is rounder than usual. And I see an itty bitty titty. That's a lady. More like DMC, but slow. Ah.
Between tries because you need time to
Wait a second. Did she have 2 guns on her shoe? Excuse me. I'm sorry. How can she pull the trigger on that? Like, does she have to like lean down every time and it's just like pew 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 pew? This peak efficiency. What in the goddamned America is this?
Time to harden back up. Mentally, this is a game of endurance. But with all that being said, that leads us back to cinematography. Now, I know I touched on this earlier, but this is a very important topic, so stick with
I was wondering why is he so muffled, but now I see he went on an adventure.
me here, Pim. Oftentimes, people only think of movies when it comes to camera work, but Bayonetta proves that...
No, you're not.
It proves, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. In Bayonetta, the cameraman must have shoved the dolly up his ass.
It proves what? It's proving. I'm being proved. Yeah.
And skidded across the ground to get these absolutely stunning shots of Bayonetta in action because, damn, I am incredibly turned on, taken back by just how well he's able to capture the stunning speed and acrobatic flexibility.
Wait. Did I? You know, this is not a bad way to go. There are worse ways to go, if you think about it. This is fine, actually. I think I will be fine with this. Yeah, listen, if a hot goth chick just wants to, you know, shove her pussy into my face and I will perish, like, who am I to say no to that?
Acrobatic flexibility of Bayonetta. It just makes her such a...
I like it.
Mommy. I mean, dominant presence when she comes on screen, and I just had to mention it. Anyways, Bayonetta goes on sale for $1 less than PH Premium, so you should definitely pick it up right now, or motherfuck! Bayonetta will force me to do something to you that I wouldn't enjoy doing.
How do the Americans put it? Oh yes, bust a cap in your ass.
Americans don't say that. Do they say that? And she wants to bust a cap in my ass?
I want mommy.
Mommy?
I want milk. I want to be held. I want to be comforted. And if you do not do all these things immediately, I will ruin your life.
Do not ruin my life, please. How about you bust a cap in my, whatever you're busting a cap in?